Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. A new Heroes Path event started in Raid Shadow Legends today, the Frosted Path for Hilvi 5-star Soul and for Yukimasa 5-star Soul. So in this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Frosted Path in order to pick up those souls, or if you even should pick up those souls. First, thank you Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video and for giving me this wonderful promo link down below in the description there in the QR code. A new account with Tagoar at the start, then Venomage, Uugo and Deacon Armstrong, the best possible start to Raid. Although if you're just starting out Raid, then Heroes Path is not for you, because Heroes Paths are typically quite expensive. You need quite a lot of resources to complete this. And this is the full image of the current Heroes Path. The full tree costs 250,500 points, although typically you don't look for the full tree. You just try to wiggle your way through as easily as possible and grab some of those big rewards. In this case, the big rewards being the Yukimasa 5-star Soul on the left and the Hilvi 5-star Soul on the right. And these main soul rewards require keys. Note that you start with one key. You already have one key when you start the event, and you can get another key from the middle, but you only need that if you want to go for both souls. All paths through the maze cost the same, so you want to choose based on the rewards. You only need to go through the first start only just one time. So I kind of like the right side. There's 1 day of XP boost there. Then there's 400 energy. There's an epic tome. I know epic tome is useless for many of you. And then there's that immortal soul stone that I also like quite a lot. So I kind of want to go through that side, but of course you can also go through the other side. Just check out which of the rewards are what you want, then choose a side, because you're only going through once until you reach the middle, and then in the middle you have to go through a legendary tome in order to get to a soul, and then you have to go through the middle to get the key if you want a second soul. One soul from this tree, you don't need to get the key, you already have one key, so in order to reach one soul, either one of these costs 75,250 points. And if you want to complete this one with sacred shards as currency, then that's 16.72 sacred shards. Whereas grabbing both souls, meaning going to the middle once, then grabbing first soul, grabbing the key, then grabbing the second soul, that's 142,250 points, so 31.61 sacred shards. This path has the usual shard values: 3 points for mystery shard, 300 for ancient, 750 for opening a void, 1800 for opening a primal, and 4500 for opening a sacred, which means the sacred shards are a strong currency for this path, like for most path events, followed by ancient shards actually in relative value, comparing to what you get from voids and primals. And this one, in addition to opening shards, where you get points only based on the type of shard you open, not on what kind of champion you get. You can also gain points from leveling up and ranking up champions. So that's basically champion training event. And note, event, not tournament. You don't get points for ascending, you don't get points for any skills or anything of that. Just getting levels and getting rank. And whenever there is a champion training component in a path, then things get a little bit tricky, because champion training, there are so many ways to do champion training. Maybe you want to train your champions in a dungeon, maybe you want to train your champions in a campaign, maybe you have thousands of brews and you just brew your champions and then your champions are done. So it gets kind of tricky to figure out just how expensive it is, but we can do some sort of calculations. For example, the points, if you have a rank 1 champion, you're going to get it to rank 2, that means it gains 9 levels and then it ranks up 28 points. From rank 2 to rank 3, 92 points. From rank 3 to rank 4, that's 226 points. The optimal number of brews to feed a champion at rank 4 is 3 brews, that gives 119 points. From rank 4 to rank 5 is 498 points. If you don't give it brews, you just level it up. Points from 8 brews for a rank 5 champion, that's 351 points. So you want to give brews to champions that you are no longer going to level up or that you're going to use as food, especially for rank 4, rank 5, rank 6 champions. From rank 5 to rank 6, 1312 points, 10 brews at rank 6, 522 points. And if you run 12-6 Brutal on the Super Raid for this event, then the energy needed to level up a group of 20s, that's 80 energy. Group of 30s, that's 368 energy. Group of 40s, that's 832 energy. You could save a little bit, for example, if you ran those level 20s one time fewer and then did a little bit of lower levels, you could get it with just 76 energy. But assuming that you don't want to min-max everything and do all these very difficult things instead of just running multi-battles, then these would be the energy costs. And with these costs, then we could try to calculate, okay, how much energy are you going to actually spend? If you build 3 4-stars from 2 stars, that means that you're going to also need to have 12 food for them. So you're going to get a bunch of champions to 3 stars, level some of them to 30, and use the others for food. That will give you 1,782 points for 688 energy. So 2.59 points per energy. So now we're getting to the gist of things. How many points do you get per energy that you spend? If you were to build 3 5-stars from 2 stars, then you would get those 4 stars and you need more 4 stars, then you're going to get more than 11,000 points for over 4,000 energy. And if you also use brews on your 4-star food, so 3 brews for rank 4s, so that they will give you some more points, then you could get to 2.77 points per energy. Although if you don't use brews, then you're down to just a little bit over 2.4 points per energy. So you can see the region where we're talking about. We're talking about 2.5 up to 3 points per energy, maybe less than 3 in any case. Although of course it's champion training, so if you just have enough brews, then you just can spend 0 energy and spend brews and get all the points. And in addition to shards and champion training, you can also buy bundles in the store. So bundles in the shop, 3,250 coins for 5.99. So you're essentially paying a little bit over 8 euros per sacred shard worth of points, but you don't get the champion. If you buy bundles, there's only 42,000 coins available from these, so not enough coins from the bundles alone to get a soul. So is all of this worth it? Well, souls do make champions a lot more powerful, so you would kind of want to have a soul for Hilvi and for Yukimasa. Both are pretty sweet champions and the soul would be really sweet. However, it should not be long until the next fusion, so you need to be careful with your shards so that you have enough resources to do the next fusion in case it's good. And there have been some really sweet things going on in January, so yeah, I'm kind of expecting great things. Then there's the champion training component, and the cost is really difficult to estimate because you might have pre-built food so you can get some higher level upgrades done, you might have chickens, you might have brews. So if you won't have to do it all with just energy, then both souls through champion training will cost you more than 55,000 energy. It's around 30,000 energy for the first soul and then a little bit less for the second. So I'm skipping this one myself. It's too expensive for me, I don't want to go through that. But if you happen to have a lot of brews or other materials for champion training stored up, then this event can be really cheap for you. And if I had a great brew storage, then I would totally do this with that, because champion training can essentially be almost like free if you just happen to have a lot of surplus materials that you're not needing anyway. But other than that, then yeah, it's quite expensive. Of course, you can also have so many shards that you don't need, and then that will give you pretty sweet access at least to 1 soul. But I have neither of those, so for me this one is a skip. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.